Hello everyone and welcome to the next part of Dragon Age the Veilguard. Last episode we met Dorian again and we also met the first warden. He was kind of an asshole. We're gonna go back to the lighthouse and start this next quest. Find Grey Warden allies, which I'm assuming is going to be our Grey Warden companion. So we're gonna start it, but I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. I do wanna do some of our companion's quest and maybe Lucanis' quest.
Inquired about me.
I needed to be sure.
Ooh, Dorian's here.
The Knight Commander.
Lanos is playing for
Who's
the
talking?
other side, so
Who's talking?
Tarquin's probably dirty too. After all the
Where are
shit
they?
we've been through.
I never thanked you for helping me with the first warden.
It was my pleasure. Nothing quite like needling authoritarian blowhards to give one such warm feelings. Scout Harding.
Looking good, Dorian.
Flatterer. But do go on.
Dorian, never change.
Good thing I brought Harding with me. I wonder if he's gonna show up at the lighthouse at one point. Like Varric and Dorian need to meet. Do you have anything else? Please do.
Rook.
Ugh.
Keeping well?
The Separati. Dorian. Our next course of action should be to seek out influential Separati allies who've been denied political power. Separati are, oh, I hope I say this correctly. Nobles in Tevinter that are not mages. Right? Because that's Separati. And then Eltas are nobles that do have magic, like Dorian. And then there's Magisters, which is Dorian as well, that are mages in the Magisteria. Alright. I hope I say this correctly. The merchant families, the longest serving non-mage priorities and magistrates, and the military, especially the military. Mages make up a fraction of our citizens. The winter grinds to a halt without the Separati. If we can encourage them to stand together and fight, they could change everything. I will handle the merchants and the magistrates. I hope you call upon Legatus Charon Mukar when you next visit Ventus. I hear Mukar has privately expressed support for reform, but more importantly, he has the favor of the current Imperator. Where the Imperator goes, the Winter's military follows. Good luck, May. Oh, there you guys are.
Everything okay?
Everything is fine.
Absolutely. I'm not in the pocket of some magister, and now he knows for sure.
You would have done the same, to be sure.
Or maybe I just trusted you, like a fool. High bloods. You just can't help what you think about the rest of us, can you?
All right.
Wait, what's going on?
I shouldn't have said that.
I'm confused.
Highbloods, is he?
Altus Mage, born and bred. Literally, bred in his case.
Literally bred.
You don't know about that? The Altus love their bloodlines.
Yeah.
Trying to breed the perfect mage.
You're saying he's another Magister?
Nah, not my story to tell.
I got a little tense.
You could say that again. Everyone's on edge with all the city's troubles. The worst part? He's probably right. I would have investigated me too. You just can't trust them in Rathus Templar. Not right now.
I see. So there is tension because this guy is a Templar, and we just discovered that the Templars are aiding the Venatori, or at least some of them are. So why be a Templar? The Templars know you're here.
So why even be a Templar?
I used to be a soldier. Being a Templar is not far off. Joining the military is one of the ways you get respect, as Soparati.
That's someone who's not a mage, right?
Means sleeper in Old Tavine. Not a mage. Sorry for your shit hand. Now you get to die in the endless war against the Canary. All the men in my family are military. My father, well, he made it clear that if I wanted to live as a man, I'd have to be a soldier.
That sounds tough. And now, being a soldier, a Templar...
You ever stick to something because change is too hard?
Because we can't fight on all fronts. I get it. You're a shadow dragon. Aren't the other Templars suspicious?
Most of them don't notice me, or what I do.
What do you do?
I organize the documents in the archives downtown, in the cellar.
Great.
Your administration?
It's a job. Beats sleeping in the rain.
That's true.
Probably thought I'd be doing something heroic, huh? So did I. Once. The cellar's where they store things they don't want to deal with. Difficult ideas, difficult people.
So you joined the Shadow Dragons.
I never really fit anywhere else. Could never be what people wanted. That story's too common around here. The other shadows get it. No questions asked.
Viper put the cause first. Viper should have trusted you. You don't even trust me. You started to come for me. I'm not entirely sure what their beef is, other than he's a Templar, he's a mage. So I'm not quite sure what to pick here. Like, I don't really know this guy that much. I don't know.
He was just putting the cause first.
I know. I shouldn't be so hard on him. It's fine. It'll be fine. In a couple days, we'll be fighting over who said sorry better. Thanks for checking in, Rook. Keep safe out there.
So now it definitely makes sense why the Viper has his little nickname and covers his face, because he's probably a Magister and he just doesn't want people to know his true identity, because that might cost him his seat at the Magisterium. Dorian doesn't care though. Nev's case note, Darkin, interesting. Met a man shadowing me, named Tarkin, got tired of his antics, hid and doubled back to approach him from behind. If he was surprised, he hid it well. Said he wanted to know if I could be trusted before he spoke to me. I pointed out that my trustworthiness aside, his methods gave me no reason to trust him. He conceded. He wanted to know if I had a lead on the red Leon potions coming through the docks. He'd seen evidence of a cover-up in Templar reports and wanted to compare notes. Might be able to make real progress from this. Rana's heard of him, a soldier from Ventus who quit the military and took a place with the Templars in Marathas. Keeps his head down, mostly deals with paperwork in the archives. Got the impression he isn't well liked by his superiors. Well, that's a good thing. Explains the side job. More new faces in Dogtown looking for work. Say they're refugees from the front, but the scars tell a different story. The shutdown of the textile mill north of Azrael was all over the broadsheets. Story says sold to new owners, but word on the street is that it's another successful slave rebellion. In just the past year, the South Nucken shipyard, the caravan moving slaves to Ventus, the mines in the 100 Pillars, perhaps more if they kept quiet. If you know who to ask, and you ask about the rebellions, you'll hear about the Viper. They say he arrives, helps the slaves, finds them new lives, then disappears. I like the sound of it. Slave rebellions used to get put down easy. Something's changed. Is it just this mysterious Viper? Or is there something else going on here? Well, let's talk to the man.
Not right now, Rook. You should talk with one of the
Okay,
others.
we're not gonna talk with the man. Meveras Tilani was kicked from the Magisterium over a year ago for treason. Allegedly, her faction, the Lucerne, supported the movement to grant greater rights for non-mages and slaves. They went silent. Silent, but maybe not gone. Tilani may be working behind the scenes with allies still in Marathas. Dorian Pavis, another Lucerne Inferno, still has his Magisterium seat. Could Tilani have taken the fall to keep Magister Pavis clean? The Vesperians, another highborn family, have ties to House Tilani. Cormor Vesperian is a traditionalist, but his youngest son, succeeded Urian Nihilius to become Imperial Divine. A lofty role, but he spoke in support of the Lucerne, at least until their fall. And there's evidence that funding for the various slave rebellions may have come through members of the Dwarven Ambassadoria. Tilani always had allies in Ambassadoria. Is it her gold that's going to the rebellions?
That Venatori stunt with the Darkspawn has me dreading what's to come.
Warden training taught me that when you spot a darkspawn, there's at least 20 more hiding nearby.
Rook,
Okay, I believe I've got everyone. So we should return to the lighthouse. Talk to Varric. Varric, buddy, you out of bed yet? No.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right?
Been busy.
Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus
Yeah.
was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's the dagger that it's the Lyrian dagger they discovered. I forgot about that for a second. It's the Lyrian dagger they discovered in Dragon Age 2 that made Parchment go crazy. It hurt Harding somehow. Of course, I have looked at it. Get to the point.
I've been fidgeting with this thing since I picked it up, Varric. I know what it looks like.
Remember that story I told you about me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall? On our expedition to the Deep Roads, That's what we found. That's what my brother tried to kill us for. An idol made of red lyrium. That sang a song which drove anyone who heard it mad.
Are you sure it's the same thing?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting
course
anything,
not.
am I?
We're charting it. Rook, no.
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird,
I have a thought.
but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner.
I mean, I should probably know some wardens too.
Doing all right, Rook? Don't forget to take breaks, okay?
Varric. Oh, he's so precious. I love you so much. I had a little thought regarding Harding. I don't know if it's related, but I just remembered something when I was just in my bed late at night, couldn't sleep, was thinking about Dragon Age, and I remembered in Dragon Age 2, there's a moment when you talk to Sandal, and we know that Sandal has magical abilities as well. And there's something strange going on with him. But there's a moment when you talk to him and he says something about a scary lady watching him sleep. And it's just kind of glossed over. And it's like, what is he talking about? Obviously, Sandal, if you haven't played Dragon Age 2, but he communicates in a different way than most people. He has a very limited vocabulary. So a lot of people in game kind of gloss over him and don't really know what he says and what he means. But I always thought that particular dialogue was so strange and kind of eerie. Like, what do you mean this scary lady is watching you sleep? Like, what does that mean? And I know there are a bunch of theories about it. Like, people thought it was like Flemeth, and by extension, Mythal. But Harding heard a voice. Harding heard a voice that did sound like an old lady. So I wonder if it's the same person. Like, I wonder if these things are connected. Might just be something that he just put in the game years ago and just kind of forgot about. It didn't really have a deeper meaning. So it also could have been that. But it always just stuck to me how odd it was. So I just remembered that. I wanted to put that out before I forget and don't talk about it. But regarding the wardens, we should have a bunch of context in the wardens, to be fair. And Varric should have a bunch of context, period. Like, he's been through Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition. He should have a bunch of contacts. But maybe he's also kind of scared to contact people. Scared to bring people into all this mess. The same way he was kind of scared to reach out to Hawk in Inquisition because he's been through enough and he didn't want his friend to get hurt. And if you eventually pick Hawk to be left into the Fade, obviously it hurts Varric a lot. So maybe he is also kind of protecting some people, and that's why he's being careful with his contacts. But it also could just be that people, like the devs, didn't really want too many characters in this game. Couldn't get some voice actors for this game. I don't know. But there should be a lot of people out there that could help us out. Anyways, rant aside. Meet Harding's warden contacts. Find a Luvian that leads to the High Enderfells. Interesting. I'm gonna do my rounds again. I don't know if anything has changed. Probably not, because we need to do people's quests.
If you want a more comfortable space, I'm sure there's empty rooms we haven't found yet.
I'd rather be somewhere I can smell soil and plants. Familiar, you know?
I do.
It's looking a lot better. Or am I just getting that wrong? I think there used to be less plants. I am very well known for not keeping plants alive. I've got one little fake bonsai tree, and I have been able to keep that one alive, and I'm so incredibly proud of myself for it. So maybe I am ready for more plants. Maybe I can do this.
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
They're adorable. Live in a weird place. Move somewhere else. They are cute.
I don't know. I think they're cute.
So cute.
They didn't steal your notes.
Maybe they like you.
They do. They're nowhere else to be seen.
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Tevinter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting.
Oh,
What
she's a
about
little
that
fangirl.
one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister. Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
A hit piece, that's not nice. That sounds amazing. Means you've got enemies. She's a little bit more reserved. She doesn't really want to talk about it, I think.
Uh-huh, great. What happened with the diamond?
Long story.
What's the short version?
You take a dip off the dock for a rock. Make sure the mage can't freeze you in. You know, that job would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
Are you gonna lie to her? She's like so enthusiastic and energy is just flowing out of her. I kind of know people like her that are just like so bubbly and jumpy. Sometimes when you initially meet them, they can be a lot. But I've always found people like that very endearing. I don't know. It's so different from how I am because I'm definitely more reserved and calmer. So I guess opposites attract. I don't really want to disappoint Bellara here, but at the same time, I don't really want to lie to her and be like, yeah, you know, our dog, he went to the farm. He's living like a happy life over there. I don't want to be that person.
These papers are from Minrathous, right? I'm guessing there's blood magic, murder, tears.
That checks out.
Who's the second most innocent character? 10 gold says that they're the killer.
What about the most innocent?
I don't know. They die?
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your cereal, I'll try and track the ending. Just don't say we didn't warn you. I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Darktown, pick up gossip.
One company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
Yay, approval. There he is on the Scarred Queen. Check that out. I love scenes where companions interact with one another. It's just so much more immersive, and I just love seeing all these different dynamics kind of work together or clash. It's just so good. Nev. Oh, written in Bellara's scrawling hand, Nev. First 3 issues are done. I already have some theories. So the way the Scarred Queen talks, it's very formal, very fancy. No one else talks like that in the Scarred Queen, except the Warden Commander, and so far, they've never shared a single scene. I'm starting to think that they're the same person. Written in Nev's cramped hand. Nice theories, Belle. She calls her Belle. It's cute. And more interesting than the Scarred Queen and the Warden Commanders being sisters. If you want that theory back, some evidence point to the Scarred Queen being a manifestation of Melon's anger. When you read about her harrowing, the writer is very careful not to say how it ended. Not concretely in a way. Why leave that out? Feels the difference. Very cute. Okay. Let's move on to the next. Hello.
You know, we have more comfortable rooms and basically infinite space, so why,
Why does the trained assassin prefer a quiet, unassuming spot with good choke points?
Guess you just answered that question.
Besides, I'm closer to the coffee.
You're a coffee addict, huh? Like, my room is much more comfortable, just letting you know. Alright, good talks with everyone. Let's check out our journal. So, let's take a look at some of our side quests before we get to the main quests. Because things are stacking up a little bit. So we've got Bellara's quest, return to Arathon, by a crossroads. And we've got Lucanis, which I think I'm gonna be doing because we also have this one. So we can do those kind of together. We've got more Solus memories. And we've got more at Ducktown. And this is also Ducktown related. Let's do this one. Because I am mostly intrigued by Lucanis and his story. For no particular reason. So let's go and do that. Let's change the party. So let's bring Lucanis, and we brought Nev with us last time. Hold on, let me just see something. Let's look at whose bond is weakest right now. I think that might be Bellara. Yeah, so I need some bonding with her. Church party. So let's bring her along. Travel to Trek West. Ooh. Where are we? It's the crow hideout, isn't it?
Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
It's salt in the wound. And that is my purview.
We're gonna ignore this just for now. We need to go to the market, because I believe that's the other quest. Contract the next blight. Memento acquired. King's Draft. A 7th Delon. I give notice that the Antivan Crows have drawn a contract against the enemies of Treviso, the Antam. It is not the Antam. We aren't required to give His Majesty a point by point, but he is your blood, Viago. It is courtesy to let him know we are going to war. The occupying Antam are strong, driven, fanatical. They cannot be reasoned with, because reason is just a weapon to be resisted. They can be killed, of course, but removing a leader does not remove their desire to be led. They are a force we must contend with, but they are not Treviso's true enemy. A name, Viago. Contracts require a stabber and a stabby. Thea, you know my doubts. The butcher took the city too easily, and there is dealing with the gods that I dread to know. But I fear that the true enemy of Treviso is not known because they are known, merely unrevealed. The hand that unleashed Treviso. Is that nebulous enough? Yes, that is a series of someones we can eventually kill, but not something we can send to my father. On to draft 5 then. Neri, begin again. Viego deriva 5th Talon, Andratea Cantori 7th Talon, transcribed by Neri de Actus of Acutus.
Greetings, Rook. I am Air, one who provides training for Antivan crows.
You're not a crow yourself?
Not as such, but we are frequently at their service. That answer suits them, as it should suit you.
Got it.
Like Antam blood. I'll keep the goods flowing.
Sure. Let's sell you some of my junk. Oh, can we give... Oh, hold on. I think we can give gifts to our companions. The TNT set. An exquisite set. Its creator is a favorite of the Datamortis. The illustrious family have long been patrons of the artist. Let's buy it. I do want a different outfit for him as well. So let's buy this.
Come back soon.
So I need to be on the lookout for all these gifts that I can give to my companions. Give them some love.
You're new as well, right? I'm Antonia Chats.
Dimitri. Just Dimitri.
Hello. Just Dimitri.
What?
Oh.
Nothing. Never mind.
Ooh.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Hang on.
You better.
An underwater prison? That's still pretty
Yeah,
amazing.
it was pretty crazy.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem to winter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a pit of misery now.
Right.
I mean, it was pretty obvious that I was Elven. Hello.
The Antam ordered me out of my house. I don't have anywhere else to go.
Where do we need to go? See the market. It's this way. Start quests. Lucanis meets Lario for coffee and spends time in Treviso, taking in how life has changed since his imprisonment.
Come on, Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while.
First date?
The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
Plants.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
That's so thoughtful and cute.
So you and Ilario are cousins?
Not just delirium.
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place.
Let's see, this is fish. Are you just craving fish or is this for someone?
Bellara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
It's cute.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
Ah, this man.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katerina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite. A good selection.
And this is vegetables. So that would be for Nev, maybe?
Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
All right, let's go. Optional, buy something for Lucanis. That's for sure. I already bought him a new armor and a teapot set. For sure, let's buy him more stuff. I'm going broke.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern-toothed dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katerina would never let me have one of these, though.
Interesting, it says wyvern. I thought it... People in Dragon Age pronounced it as a wyvern instead of wyvern. Can be wrong though. What about a gift for me? What about me? What about your wife? I got you 3 gifts.
Whether you're looking for functional blades, authorized display replicas, you're in the right place.
If the butcher cares so much for Treviso, he'll make sure we have the proper ingredients for this risotto.
I've already heard about that.
That's how Canary say hello.
Welcome. Mariana and I run the best fruit stand in Treviso.
Permanently boosts health by plus 25. Yeah, let me get that.
Please, try some.
Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin? Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
I wouldn't
Don't
say that.
mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
Ooh. I'm more of a tea drinker. I am in real life, but this was like the perfect moment to flirt. Perfection. Do they have anything sweeter? Perfection, or do they have anything sweeter? Ooh,
Bitter's good. Chocolate is better.
They have chocolate calda. It was my favorite drink as a child.
I think you're shaming me, but I'm ordering the Choco Chico thing. So, is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information, or what?
We're still being spied on.
No, the last one just left. Couldn't take your coffee talk.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
Ooh. I don't buy it. Nev could help. We should go after her. I mean, we know, or we think, that there are at least some people in the coast that we might not be able to trust. I don't want to say this.
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first Talon. This is crow business. We can handle it.
Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
No, I think he's right.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave this to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Let's focus on Zara. He's not great at listening. We'll go at it alone. We'll go it alone? Is that a grammar mistake? We'll go it alone. He's not great at listening.
Your cousin only seems to hear about 1 word in 10.
He's always been this way. He hears what he wants to hear.
Bitter and sweet, you called that blend? Like a kiss goodbye. So, what would a first kiss be?
Honey and lavender cream. Sweet. Intriguing. And you? How would you describe it?
First kisses? It's been a while. I might need a refresher.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
I see. You lead an adventurous life.
No more than you, I'm guessing.
I've always thought that to live truly is to live fully. But even before I was captured, my life was not really my own. So much had been determined for me.
Being grandson to the first Talon must come with a lot of baggage.
And when I proved I could carry it, the expectations only grew.
It can't have been easy. But it's forged a man of strength and principle. That's no bad thing.
Not when I hear that from you. How's your chocolate calda?
Just sweet enough to intrigue me. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
Yeah, that's just a while. You can't see, but I'm kicking my little feetsies right now. Lucanis did some shopping in Treviso markets and got a further look at Antam's occupation of the city. After meeting Ilario for coffee, he remains worried that Zara will hurt his cousin as she did him and Katarina. Cokekeeper. So it seems that if you do, there is companion specific quests.
The butcher wants to see Treviso? Then he shall. My father will throw a ball and I will wear the best
Well,
dress.
nobody's listening to you. It seems like you're just doing this one-on-one and the other companion doesn't go with you. Oh, cat. Cat, no. No, that's not what I want you to do. Just pet the damn cat. There we go. You do not want to swim in this water. It does not look good. Huh.
Don't be shy. Como Nova. Need to top up?
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
Best place in Treviso.
I can't believe this cafe is hidden inside all the crowds and chaos. I love it.
Oh, I haven't even seen this yet. Let's see. So we're gonna go to Navarra, makes sense. That's probably where we'll meet Emmerich. Got 3 marches, Antiva, to Winter. Well, you know that Saharan is also on the map. Enderfels and Ravine. Oh, this is the N7 stuff. I heard they put a little something in the game here. Spectral Battles Pass, Paragon of Leadership, and Command Helmets. Command Armor Note. I guess this chest got lost in the fade and someone shepherded, wink wink, it to our doorstep. It's just me, or does the armor look somehow familiar? Like something an old friend would wear. Harding. I miss Shepard. I do have a Mass Effect video in the making that I've been editing for a very long time, and I do hope that you guys like it. It's been pretty fun, honestly, to make. Let's talk to Lucanis.
Rook, do you have a minute?
Sure.
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
Well, that doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike
Of
gets
course.
out of hand.
Let's not keep Taya waiting.
For me?
Oh, that was it. All right. We could have done something a little bit more. Like a little thank you, or I don't know, him explaining what it is, or okay, fine. Fine. I want to see if the gifts that Lucanis got for everyone is actually given to them. I don't see Hardy. Oh, there she is.
Look at all those green leaves. You've really brought this place to life.
Amazing what a little weeding and water can do. They're growing so fast, too. Even the ones I haven't tended. Maybe they just needed someone to remind them?
Oh, there's something timed.
A sharp eye, a quick mind, and luck. That's most of the job.
So, do you think I could become one? An investigator?
It takes a certain amount of focus, too.
Oh, okay, well, maybe not then. I still can't believe it. I'm talking to the Nev Gallus.
And that's sweet, but I don't need the flattery.
Right, just a person I'll try to remember.
Rook, here to join us?
Yeah, I don't want to diagnose Bolara here, but it's pretty obvious that she is meant to kind of represent somebody with like ADHD. Yeah, focus is not really something Bolara seems to have. What are you doing? I see you're making friends. I'm checking on Bolara.
What are you two up to?
We're talking, just two normal people talking about things. You know, very casually.
All right.
Bolara had more questions about my work. She can be quite persuasive.
It all sounds so exciting. The things you've done, the people you've helped.
Those are the ones that go well. You don't hear about the rest. Everyone wants a scandal. Or a happy ending.
Or both, like the time you told the Marquis to—
Hold on. I don't think Rook's interested in that story.
No, tell me. Give me all the tea.
Rook's a little interested.
Look, I'd love to. Honest. But that story needs the right atmosphere. After dark over bad coffee. Or expensive wine. Take your pick.
Speaking of, what's the situation with cooking exactly? Are we on a rotation or what? I can help out. I'm a pretty good cook, with some things at least. Well, most of the time. Sometimes I get distracted and things burn.
Who will be a good cook? I feel like Lucanis will be a good cook. I would trust Nev as well. Harding maybe. I don't think Rook is really a good cook. It's kind of freeform. I know that feeling. Then you're excused. I have to go.
Oh, good. It's not just me.
Do you mostly cook Dalish foods? I haven't had a chance to try many.
Sometimes. Not a lot of options when you're out in the forest. But I've learned a lot of different cooking styles. Antivan, Rivani. Oh, I even learned how to make Tevinter Khachapuri.
Wait, real khachapuri? The hollowed out bread? 3 kinds of cheese?
Ooh, that sounds good.
I love khachapuri. What about you, Rook? What are you craving?
Ooh, anything really. Yes, I love all kinds of food.
Anything. I'm not too picky.
Really? Maybe we'll surprise you. But the good kind of surprise, for once.
You should have an assistant. Someone to make sure it doesn't burn.
Yeah.
See if it tastes right. That sort of thing.
Nev Gallus, helping me cook?
Again, the flattery.
Right, just a person. Got it.
Great. Now, let's see what we can scrounge up.
Magical cooking. On the back of a recipe card in Balara's handwriting. No obvious fuel source for the stove. Oven uses wood, which makes sense, but how does the stove work? Faint traces of magic when we cook. Veilfire? How would that even work? Theory. Stove is drawing from the ambient magical energy and converting it into heat. Is this a constant process? What happens to the excess? Magic. Infinite resource? Could we ever actually run out of it? Fate is incalculably vast, but it has to have an edge, right? Ask Nev to try some meal cooked on stove, magic, and on my portable camp stove, wood. Blind taste tests suggest no difference in flavor. Surprising. Further experiments necessary, Balara. We also have a new entry here. Viago, do you have a map of the Antam's movement through Antiva, or records of their activity? From an offhand remark, I learned in Vineyard south of Treviso was burned to the ground. It was one owned by Dana Mortis. I visited a few times. I remember the sign at the front gate with a brightly painted vines. Katarina was ensuring the families impacted were taken care of. I should ensure the same. Canis. A note attached to Viago's reply. Vi has attached everything you need to know and more. I've added a list of every contact close with an Antam as in target. We have suffered, but the Antam have never been unchallenged. I have a bottle from the vineyard you mentioned. We'll drink it when Treviso is ours again, and it will be all the sweeter, Thea. Seeking Zara. Lucanis. Here's everything I could find on Zara, at least when she's in Marathas. As you know too well, she is frequently absent from the city, from the country itself half the time. Those trips are for longer than people think. Rumor has it she gets an imposter to sit in magisterium meetings for her. Interesting. She wants the glamour of power without the boredom. She used to sponsor magical research in Marathas, but that stopped abruptly, likely when she took her hobbies elsewhere. Nev. Attached to Nev's note, Thea. Sarah will still have associates in Treviso. If these notes can help track them down, use them. Perhaps a frequent guest at her gatherings, On Monday we can follow Sid's depth of Imperium. Zara is vain, egotistical, and cruel. Expect nothing less from those who sought her favor. Lucanis. Alright. Yeah, I don't believe Ilario when he said that she has gone to... What was it again? I don't remember. Not that he is actively lying, I just don't trust his contacts. Also a little bit about Zara. Zara is indeed very vain. In the Tevinter Knights book, at the end, she uses slaves to keep a younger appearance. Like, she takes blood from them, and then she uses that to get rid of any wrinkles or like spots. So she is very concerned about her looks and aging, so we don't really know how old she really is. And very interesting stuff. Let's see. So we did the Lucanis, the parting, and Bellara. Let's check on Varric. Probably won't have anything, but just in case.
Damn it. I should be out there with you. Bianca's getting cranky cooped up in here.
Oh, I didn't even see Bianca. Why am I just noticing it now? Can't we fix her somehow? Alright. This is gonna be the end of the episode. Next time we'll probably do some more side quests, because we still have lots. Let's take a look. So we might be doing this one. I might take a look at the crossroads a little bit more. See if we can find some hidden stuff. Just for your next episode. I hope you guys liked this one. I definitely did. I had a lot of fun talking to Lucanis, getting to know him a little bit more. And I love the little interactions between our companions, Bellara and Nev. It's just so cute. So I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Take care.